Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about another real common error that I see a lot. I see a lot on eBay, and we're going to talk about that one today because I don't want anyone to get misled. But unfortunately, I don't want people to get too excited about maybe having something that they think is valuable that really isn't. And we're going to talk about that today. I want to real quickly announce a real cool partnership we have with grunttalksmlb.com. It's a veteran family website dedicated to all sports, mainly baseball that I've seen. My buddy Darren is over there hosting a lot of my videos too, so you can actually see my videos posted over there. grunttalksmlb.com. Make sure you check him out when you get a chance. It's got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of real cool interviews. I'm wondering how he's doing this here, so go check it out. And then there's a lot of other stuff on there too, so we appreciate that. We're going to talk about today about an error that maybe has a couple different names, like the Alex Madrid error. Well, that is in reference to the 89 Donruss Alex Madrid card that uh, a year or so ago now people are kind of excited that might be worth a lot of money, and it's not. The other thing it's called is the no dot after INC error. It's not a real catchy name, but I like to call it the Alex Madrid error because it's a little bit catchier. And we're going to talk about that one here. So the Alex Madrid error is, first of all, it got a lot of hype. This Alex Madrid card that people thought were valuable. Then people started saying, well, it's only certain variations like this no asterisk or the missing dot after INC incorporated. So we're going to talk about those because there's no value in them. So let's go do a quick breakdown. I want you guys to be a pro at what this is. So whenever you see this on eBay or it comes up talking with your buddies, talking about some junk wax cards, you'll know what's going on. And unfortunately, you'll know that there's just no value involved in that. So we're going to talk about those. There's three main errors on the backs of these cards of this 1989 Donruss. And we're going to call them variations, even though Beckett and all the grading companies do not even recognize it as a variation or an error. Like, it's just not a thing with them because it's so common. It's on every single card. So the first one is where it says 1988 Leaf Incorporated. Right after ink, there is or is not a dot. The other thing is where it says denotes lead league. There's an asterisk before and after denotes, where there really only should be one before. Then there's a third one here, and it's a little less common, little more obscure, but I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of that one here. So under the stat box, where the biography starts, there's a little bit of a gap there. I'm just going to show you a quick side-by-side here. So, well, here I put some arrows on here for you. You can see that the top one, right under the bio box, there's a teeny tiny gap, and that's the gap one. But on the bottom one, there is almost no gap at all. That's it. That's the gap variation or error, whatever you want to call it. And that one is present on all cards as well, just like those other two. So you get different combinations. There's about 6 different combinations of cards. I'm going to go through a couple here real quick just to kind of give you some idea here. We're going to talk about the Craig Biggio rookie card. This is card number 561, still in that 89 Donruss set. I got a ton of them here, so I started going through them to see if I can find all of these errors. Well, I couldn't find the gap errors, but I did find the first ones, the asterisk and the period. And we're going to talk about those real quick. I'm going to throw up some scans here. I got them all ready for you so you can kind of quickly identify them. Here's one with 2 asterisks and no period after INC. Here's one, 2 asterisks with the period after INC. Here's the 1 asterisk with no period, and then 1 asterisk with the period on INC. So those are 4 different combinations of those. And then if you factor in the gap and the no gap, you got about 6 different variations. I don't believe that there's one of each and every one. That would be like 8 different, and I don't believe there's that many. And then went through some Randy Johnsons too, and kind of found the same thing. This is card number 42. This is his rookie year, just like the Biggio. And this one here, you have, once again, the 1 asterisk and no dot after INC, 2 asterisks and a dot, 2 asterisks and no dot, 1 asterisk and a dot. Okay, so you see there's 4 different combinations of these. They're all super easy to find. If you go through your junk wax right now, it doesn't have to be on one of these star Hall of Famers. It can be just whatever. You'll find a bunch of them. I mean, I've heard stories even in the same pack. There'll be some cards with an asterisk, some without, some with the period, some without. So it's just not hard. So that's the errors, and if you want to call it that, in the 1989 Donruss set. They actually did do some of these same errors with the period after INC in the other sets, and I'll kind of quickly talk about those. A couple that I had pulled up here is my boy Barry Bonds in the 1988 Donruss. They did the same thing where it had variations on every single card, not just some of them, every single one. After INC, they had the dot was missing or it was present. And I got some screenshots of that one as well. Those did not have the denotes asterisk errors or the gap errors that I know of. I'm pretty sure there was not. I could not find any. And then likewise in the 90 set and the 92 set, they also had the missing period after INC, which is really weird in the 1992 set because that was a completely different layout. They'd gone to the white cardstock that year, completely changed the layout with a picture on the back of the card. But for some reason they had, I got some scans here I'll show you. So after 92, they did fix that where they just dropped the period after INC altogether. So it happened with all four of those years. I guess that's five. All five of those years they had that problem. But in the 89, they had the triad of errors. Okay, so if you really want to get like this rainbow of each player of each variation of the 89 set, you could be spending a lot of time and unfortunately spending a lot of money on cards that aren't worth money. Don't do it. You're gonna be broke and sleeping on a park bench. Your family won't talk to you. Don't go down that rabbit hole. I have spent my money so you don't have to, so you can kind of see these errors and quickly identify them. So that's it. It's kind of a sad story because there is no variation, no value associated with these variations. If you were to look at Beckett, it wouldn't even talk about it. And it's not because you're onto something. There is some videos on YouTube. They're like, well, you got to get this card. You'll be a millionaire if you find this Alex Madrid or whatever. But you're not going to be rich. So don't even worry about it. So that's the Alex Madrid error, or the missing dot after INC error, whatever you want to call it. They're all over eBay, exorbitant prices, ridiculous prices. I don't believe that they've really sold for that. Maybe there's someone along the line that accidentally bought one, whatever. Probably some shill bidding, some market manipulation. There's a number of reasons. That's maybe a topic for another video, but they're not valuable. Now you're a pro on the Alex Madrid era, and I hope you guys are liking and subscribing and tuning in, and we'll see you next time.